and I will actually add more colors on of more layers of colors on this as I work. So I won't make you stand around and watch me actually do the entire background, but that's what I'm probably going to be doing. Okay, so let's see if I can't do some work on the hair here, because I know you guys are always asking me, how do you do the hair? Okay, so I'm going to be working on this section down here. So going to be working on this here. So let's start with, let's see, what do I see that as? Let's start that as a salmon, okay? And then I'm going to see that as, as more of a terracotta, okay? And then let's see, that's more of a darker brown. And then, yes. So when I get started, I lay all of my pencils out. So this is a burnt umber, and that's there we are. There's that brown right in there. And then that way, whenever I need to find a color, all I have to do is just turn, and all my pencils are right here. Let me see if I can get you a shot of them. All are on my tray. All my pencils, right there. They're all just laying there, and then that way, whenever I need to, they're just right there. Okay, let's come back to here. Okay. Maru, come on. Why don't you go past your dad? Go get Dad. Yeah, go get Dad. Okay. That was such a slick move. Okay. So we've got this area right up in here. So remember, we always work lightest to darkest. So here's this right here. And so we're gonna put that right there. And see these right here? So I'm gonna put these in, because we're always going from lightest to darkest. And I'm always looking for the individual. And that's what these are. These are the individuals. But yet, you have to remember that hair is just a bunch of filaments that are together. So these are the clumps. And so we color the clumps. Okay? So, how do we do this? So here we go right here. We're going to start right over here. So we color the clumps. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there we go. Now, if you watch me, I'm always got extra. I got my pencils so I can go back and forth in between my hands. I'm always going back and forth. I always have multiple pencils. Okay, there we go. Okay, a little shadow, a little darker down here, underneath here. A little bit underneath here. There we go. And in through here. Okay. Yeah, so we study how things are. We study how things react, how things work as an artist. Up into here. I'm always interested. I'm always looking at how are things working mechanically, physically. And I need my extra eyes. Okay, that's better. Now this is one of those times where I do actually make sure that I follow the stroke of the hair to help give us the texture of that hair, because I want it to actually give us the texture. Where the skin, I don't want us to have that much of a texture as far as, you know, the facial features are concerned. But as far as the hair is concerned, that is part of the joy of the hair. So I want that to actually be seen. So I'm actually doing this doom, 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 to can you hear that? What I'm doing here to actually kind of facilitate that that feather, that movement of the hair. Okay, going back to the terracotta, because this is in a highlighted area here. Got a little bit of a swoop here. Okay, now I'm going back to the terracotta because I can see these kind of lines, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Okay. And then back down here, gonna kind of do this again. And then we've got a little bit more of a brown down in here. Okay, so you see, I'm treating it like a clump, but I'm also, you know, I'm still looking for the individuals that will tell me about what this hair is all about. And then when I come back in with my water, I will also make sure to use a very light stroke and actually help pull this this hair more. Let's go back to the terracotta. Let's help kind of pull this nice highlights out even more. The sun glinting off this hair as it And then once I actually darken in all this area, this is going to really just bring it out as bright little glints. Okay, let's warm this up a little bit with a little bit of terracotta. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and now underneath. Now for some of these areas, like around in here, I will actually probably come back in with a blue to help even blue this out more, to push this up even higher. In blue, this actually looks kind of purplish down in here, now that I'm actually looking at it a little bit more. Maybe put a little bit of this color in to give the illusion that there's a little bit of a break in the hair, and some of this is actually showing through. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I want to come down more on her shirt with more hair here, because looks like yep, the hair comes down almost all the way down to here. So here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. So forgive the concentration there, but sometimes I gotta think about what I'm doing. But I have been told that people enjoy watching me actually work, so I'm actually trying to work for you. So how's that? Let me check my camera, make sure that you're actually seeing what I'm doing. There we go. Get you a little more adjusted there. Okay. So let's add some water to a couple places and see what we've got so far. So let's get some more paper towel to dab out, and then we'll work on another part of the face. So let's work on this eye and see what we got. We can do the eye. And then we can do actually the lips. Here we go. Okay. So I don't have a great deal of water on my brush right now as I'm doing these. It's not like soaking right now. I just definitely want enough water to actually get this stuff to, activate and start moving around. Now I really do like my China brush here. The one thing about it is that it's, you know, it's one of those brushes that it holds a lot of water, and but it tapers out so nicely that I can do, you know, those nice points, but yet it holds so much water that I can really sop up an area if I need to. So there we go. Got some nice stuff going on her lips right there. Got a little bit too much. There we go. Managed to actually get that to move on me. There we go. Okay, so let's let that start drying, and we'll see what we've got going on here in a little bit. Yeah, okie dokie. So I'm going to work on another section over here. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to activate that with some water, and let's see what that looks like. I'm not going to do this here. I'm going to work over here on this hair, and I'm going to let that dry, and then I might, we'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do then. I want to, of course, get the whole layer done first, and then move on. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a layer on everything, at least one layer. Yep. On the whole image. And I got way too much water. I got way too excited. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, that's not helping either. I lost some of my hair up there, so it's not going to be as sparkly as I wanted it to be. We'll see what we can't do here. Okay. It's alright, we're artists, we improvise. We'll find something. The other thing, I don't have my brushes sitting in my water. I actually have them over here on a thing where they rest, and I don't have them actually sitting on their quills, because that's bad for them. So there's that. I do I do rinse them, and then I actually set them off to the side so that they can actually not be standing on their bristles.